in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
Minhaj Sisters UK are proud to host their biannual retreat Al Tazkiyah 2024 from the 15th of November to the 17th of November. This year, the retreat will take place in Yarnfield Training and Conference Centre at Stoke-on-Trent. We are pleased to announce that we will be joined by Dr. Ghazala Hassan Qadri, President of Minhaj Women League UK, who will be our special guest for 3 days. Join us for an inspirational and fun-packed weekend. To find out more, please visit our website www.altazkiyah.com.
Looking to get your finances in order?
Assalamu alaikum. Hello and welcome to Revive FM. This is Unscripted, hosted by Ayman Anwar. We have some interesting guests here today. We are live on Revive FM 94.0, a local community-based radio show that helps connect the local community together. So today we are shining a light on some young female entrepreneurs that we have here in the studio with us. We have a sister online as well. They're looking to make some waves in the business world, some very exciting news that they want to share with us about their work, their movement, their initiative. So I'm just going to introduce the guests that we have here today, and then we can delve a little deeper into the topic, into what they're currently doing. So we have Sister Khadijah over here. So she is a student of Queen Mary University in London. She's studying business management, which is, I guess, great if you're leading such an initiative. So that's great. She has a passion for reading and writing her own stories too. Assalamu alaikum, Khadijah. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing well. How are you finding everything? How's your day been?
It's going good. It's going good. It's a lot, but it's nice to do.
The weather's quite nice these days, so you've been enjoying that?
Yes, it's actually quite bipolar. I don't know if you've been out, but I was out today. It was sunny, rainy on repeat.
We're getting it all at once. It's the typical British weather. So.
Exactly.
That's great. And we also have another special guest there today. We have Sister Ishrat. So Sister Ishrat is also a student at Queen Mary. She's studying politics. She has a love for paintings, and she actually sells these paintings. And I can attest to that too, that she has some really wonderful artwork that she displays. Assalamu alaikum, Sister Ishrat. How are we doing today?
Alhamdulillah, wa alaikum assalam. Fine, how are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing all well. How have you find everything today? And
I mean, I'm not used to the London weather because I'm from Bangladesh. I'm seeing like the rainy seasons all over, but 2 months. But here, it's every day.
Every day. No worries.
Yeah.
So how long have you been here in the UK then?
I came in October 4th, 2022. So it's like almost 2 years.
So you've been here for a little while now. Come on. By now you should be adjusted to the UK weather.
I think so.
I think so. But it is quite erratic. You never know. It may look sunny, but when you go outside, it's absolutely freezing.
Yes.
That's how it is. So no problem. I also want to introduce another sister that's part of this movement, Naizah official. We have Sister Merve on the line. She's a college student currently studying sciences. She has a passion for art, especially in graphic design and painting. Assalamu alaikum, sister. How are you doing today?
Wa alaikum salam. Alhamdulillah. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. So where are you based? Do you want to let the listeners know where you're calling from?
I'm from Stratford-upon-Avon. I'm calling from there right now, so it's about 2 hours away.
Okay, so tell us, how's the weather there?
The weather, it's been really windy for the last couple of days. Like, it feels like there's a storm all the time. I mean, it's all right. It's quite windy. We're getting used to it, but it's quite sunny right now.
Okay. No, that's good to hear. So all across the UK, the weather is just
bipolar.
No, that's fine. So these sisters, they're friends. They're not just part of this movement, but the reason why they're here today is they're here to introduce their business, this movement that they're part of. It's Naizah official, and I'll just give a brief introduction, and then you guys can expand upon this because obviously you guys are here. You're the founders. I want to hear more from yourselves what this is. So Naizah is a group who post videos online through the various platforms that they're on. TikTok, Instagram, and I think YouTube is coming later on in the works. They developed their own products, and currently they have a line of candles, but they are definitely looking to expand beyond that. Yeah,
Inshallah.
Inshallah, no, that's great. So I want to hear from yourselves. First, let's find out a little bit more about the people behind Naizah Official. So I want to first ask, how has your Ramadan been so far? It's we're a few days now, I think a week out of Ramadan. How was that experience for yourselves? You guys are not just part of this movement, you're uni students as well. How have you found that, juggling the two together?
Ramadan for me went quite well actually, but being a uni student, it's also exam season as well. So Ramadan went really quickly. Like it literally had group assignments about 2 weeks before, so I was doing them. Ramadan started, and I was like doing them all throughout Ramadan and my own assignments too. So like Eid as well. Like I had deadlines after Eid, so it was really crazy and hectic for me.
For me, it was like more because it's my first Ramadan working as well. Yeah, before, like when I came to England, I was working my first Ramadan, but this time I was working like full time.
Oh wow!
Yeah, full time like 2 weeks, and then 2 weeks part time. I had assessments, had uni. She knows. She's been calling me every day. Ishrat, are you available? Can I have your time?
My time is valuable. That's what Ishrat saying. You have to book it in advance. No, and Sister Merve, if you want to just let us know how your Ramadan has been.
Alhamdulillah, it's been lovely. I actually got to visit my country, Turkey, during it. So I went for a week. It was a really lovely experience.
Whereabouts in Turkey?
Istanbul.
Oh my.
And and like experiencing Ramadan in like a Muslim country, it was so amazing. Like hearing the azan and stuff like that. And obviously it was exam season for me as well. So, and like people who fast during exam season will get it. Like you don't want to revise until iftar, and then after iftar you feel sleepy. You don't want to revise.
Honestly,
it's really, but it went really well. Alhamdulillah, but just really missing it.
No, that's I can imagine. And spending Ramadan in a Muslim country as well, it is something that not everyone gets to experience. And the few times that I have been, it has truly been wonderful. And to be honest, Turkey would be my dream destination for Ramadan. So inshallah, maybe later I'll be able to visit it sometime. No, definitely. And I'll want to hear from yourself, Merve, where I should hit up when I go to Turkey, when I go to Istanbul. My own personal tour guide. So
that's something that's on my bucket list. I definitely want to spend Ramadan somewhere.
Yes.
Where it's like, I've always spent it in London with my family. And
and I guess if you're here in London, you guys have mentioned there's always something else going on. You have to juggle
always
your work, your studies, anything. You're not able to completely focus on the month of Ramadan. So maybe if you extract yourself from that, as Sister Merve did, for a week or two in Ramadan, you're able to really truly focus on that month. No, that's great. It's great to hear that you guys have had definitely productive Ramadan, being uni students in this time.
Yeah.
Do you guys find it difficult to juggle like exams and fasting? I know that's always like a hot topic.
It is, but I like it. Like, I don't know what it feels. Doing exam seasons in Ramadan feels totally different. Like I just love it so much, and I kind of use like iftar and like sahri as my like revision schedules. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I like it, and then it just feels nice as well. Plus, in the last 10 days, your brain's faster, so it really helps. Honestly,
for me, I think it was like different because when I was in Bangladesh, like I used to keep. I won't say like I didn't fast all month long, but I used to keep one day, and then the next day, if I don't feel that nice, I just didn't. But here, it made me feel like I can do it. I fast every day. I went to work. I went to uni.
Exactly.
I was fasting. And one thing about my workplace, they gave me 30 minutes to break my fast, even though the break time was way past it.
Oh wow!
They were so nice about it. So I loved it. I loved the experience Ramadan here as well.
Lovely, honestly. Yeah, for me, I feel like for exams, it just like it made me feel like I didn't need to try that hard. I was like, oh yeah, I'm already preoccupied with fasting, like I could I don't know. But then I guess like it gave me more of a routine, to be honest. Like when it was like I'd be like, oh, I need to get this done before iftar, and then after iftar I can finally relax. So it kind of got me more disciplined.
Literally.
And then it just felt like more fun doing it all, and I just really, really miss it.
No, that's great. I guess Ramadan is that time where our timings are completely shifted, but it's great to hear that you guys made use of that. You were able to utilize that to your advantage. That perfect time in between iftar and suhoor where there's no one around. You can just focus on whatever you need to do, whether that's your work, your business, whatever personal things you want to do. No, so that's great. That's really good to hear from you guys. I do want to hear I want to delve a little deeper into the guests that we have here today. So if you guys want to share a little fun fact about yourselves. So Sister Ishra, if you want to start.
Well, I think most people don't know, but I can speak 5 languages.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like I won't say the 5th language I can speak like 100%, but I would say I understand them, which is Korean. It came from a fantasy from back from 2018 because I was so into K-pop, K-drama, and everything.
Okay.
And recently in 2023, I went to the World Scout Jamboree in Korea.
Okay. Oh, wow.
Luckily, with my sister. It's my first trip with my younger sister alone. But we had like...
Sorry, what did you go for? What was the activity?
It was the World Scout Jamboree, 25th World Scout Jamboree. So mostly students from all over the world, like 150 or more than 150 countries were there in one place.
Oh, wow.
It was
really cool.
and I think that's
that's awesome. So what are the 5 languages?
The first one is of course my mother language, Bangla, and then second English. Third Hindi, and because of Hindi I might speak a bit of Urdu.
Of course.
I mean,
That's done.
I love Urdu. It's very beautiful.
Yes.
They have this word ishq, which is love. Oh my god! Whenever I hear it, mashallah,
she falls in love every time.
Yeah, you can say that. Yeah.
No, that's great. That's a really amazing fun fact. Khadijah, can you beat that? I'm not sure you can. We started with the best one.
My one's kind of similar, but it's the fact that I want to learn languages. That's like something I'm doing. I'm trying to learn all the major languages because I want to travel in the future, inshallah. And then I want to be able to go there and speak fluently. Like, I don't want to, inshallah. Like, I want to be able to go there and just talk and just like do your stuff there without needing like extra help.
So what languages are you interested in then?
I want to do all the major ones. So between Naizah, we know quite a few. So I'm trying to do like the ones we don't know. So I'm trying to do like Spanish because I don't think anyone else knows Spanish. Mandarin's hard, but I know that's one of the top languages as well. But I put that on my list. But and Arabic as well. I'm learning from like Islamic courses. I'm gonna learn proper Arabic, be fluent in it, inshallah. And those are my 3 right now.
Mashallah. You think Arabic is like one language, but then when you delve into it, there's so many different dialects.
So
like,
can I say something?
Of course.
I forgot to add, I can read and write in Arabic, but I don't understand Arabic. I had to like learn Arabic when I was really young. I had to read the Quran for that.
Yes.
So I could read and write Arabic. So that makes me know 6 languages.
Of course. No, mashallah. Amazing.
That's really good.
No, that's great. So you're really passionate about language learning then, Khadijah. How many languages do you currently
English, Urdu, and then I guess Hindi comes with that. And then I know like bits and bobs are like just random languages, but I can never I can understand them if I hear them.
Yes.
But I won't be able to speak them, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah.
Which is like a downside, but we'll see, inshallah.
Inshallah, no, that's great. That's to hear that you're on that journey. Sister Merve?
And mine is kind of similar as well. No, okay, so I've been to like quite a lot of countries. I was born in France because both my parents kind of grew up there. So I know like French quite fluently. And I lived in Romania for 5 years as well. So like I've like I don't know, like I have a lot of experience with those countries, and I've also like been in like 17 countries so far. Because like when we travel to Turkey, we normally travel like by car, so we go through loads of countries, so it's like a little road trip. It lasts like
from the UK you drive to Turkey. How long does that take?
Like 2 days, 2.5 days.
Okay, that's not too bad. I thought it would take a bit longer. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so like I just like I love like traveling, seeing new cultures, things like that. And after like I lived in Romania until about 2014, until I moved here. So yeah, I've only been here around like almost 10 years now. And yeah, that's it.
So we have just a global system here for the radio show. You guys are nomads. You guys 5 languages. You have a sister here who wants to learn even more languages that she currently knows. Mashallah, that's really great to hear. It's great to see such ambition as well from the sisters, and I'm sure that plays an important part in this business, this enterprise that you guys have started as well. And I want to delve into that now a little more. So you guys are the founding members of Naizah. So if someone wants to just expand upon that, what that is a little, I did a little research myself, but I think I want to hear from yourselves, what exactly is this about? Where do you guys want to see yourselves? And so yeah, if anyone just wants to. Okay.
So Naizah, it's a bit hard to put in words because Naizah is such a very big project, but essentially we're all creative people. We don't want to put a creative limit on what we do. As long as it's halal, it's fine, if that makes sense. We make a lot of videos. We have our TikTok open right now, which we're actively posting on, and we have YouTube coming up soon, inshallah, around June time, where we have some videos that we're regularly filming and editing and posting and stuff.
She's really good at it.
No, that's great. And you guys all seem quite creative as well. So if I just look at the profiles of everyone, we have painters, we have graphic designers, we have people that are good behind the camera. It seems you have a solid team.
Exactly.
Is there any other members of
We
Naizah?
do. We have one more member, Meshi. The thing with Naizah, I feel like everyone brings something different to the table. Yeah. So we've got Merve, who's like our main graphic designer. We've got Ishrat, she's in charge of most of our camera shots. I do a lot of like the running, the logistics and stuff. And then Meshi's like our idea bank. She comes up with a lot of ideas. Like every meeting, every member, guys, we should do this. Guys, we should do that. Like it's actually so cool. Honestly.
No, you need someone like that as well to keep things kind of fresh.
She didn't tell about herself. See,
Khadijah.
she's the one who was the main investment. She is the one who's the main. Like that was her idea. Everything. When I first met her in uni, it was before it was like from a group. The K-pop group, and then she started telling me that I have this plan in her mind that with all the girls, Muslim girls, I want to do something and stuff like that. It's like, that's great. Let's start. It took us long, like a year.
Yes, we started last January, but we faced like a few difficulties like along the way and stuff. So now, though, we feel like it's the right time to start. Inshallah.
And we did.
Yes, we did. Inshallah.
No, that sounds really amazing. And of course, the inspiration comes from one person, but it's the entire team that brings it together. So, Sister Merve, do you want to speak a little to the inspiration, the dream behind this project?
So this project is like it's kind of to put like a voice onto people who can't really get it across. So as like being minorities and things like that, we kind of just want to have our own platform, have our own voice, like to say, and like for like people who can relate to us, like because when I like growing up, I didn't see any like kind of platform to represent me. Like I felt really like, especially when I first moved to England, I didn't really feel like I fitted in, and then like we're just like kind of filling in the void to kind of with that, like when you miss out on things, you just want to like see something there. So we just want to achieve that and help people around us, obviously, like young girls like us that are also feeling the same.
No, I think very well worded, and I think it's very important to have that representation. And you guys have seen that there's a gap in the market, and you've brought that to the table. So where maybe you've grown up, you've not seen that yourselves, you are there to fill in that gap for the upcoming generation. No, that's really beautiful to hear. And I wish you guys success for this. We'll be going now on a short break, but inshallah, I want to delve a little bit more into the journey, how it has come to like this Naizah official. And so inshallah, we'll be going on a short break. Please do stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Nikah?
Revive FM
94.0 on the radio,
on your mobile,
and online.
Minhaj Sisters UK are proud to host their biannual retreat Al Tazkiyah 2024 from the 15th of November to the 17th of November. This year, the retreat will take place in Yarnfield Training and Conference Centre at Stoke-on-Trent. We are pleased to announce that we will be joined by Dr. Ghazala Hassan Qadri, President of Minhaj Women League UK, who will be our special guest for 3 days. Join us for an inspirational and fun-packed weekend. To find out more, please visit our website www.altazkiyah.com.
Imagine a world where every young mind is given the chance to flourish and thrive. Thanks to your kind donations, this dream can become a reality this Ramadan. Minhaj Welfare Foundation is the driving force behind over 600 educational institutions and have provided over 250,000 scholarships. With only £15 per month or £160 per year, you can pay for a student's education, shaping futures and creating a world where education is not a luxury, but a right for all. The donor will receive an education progress report. To donate your zakat, sadaqah or charitable donations, visit your local MWF office at 12 Carr Road, Nelson, BB9 7JS. Call us on 01282 723 455 or visit our website at www.minhajwelfare.org. Stay connected on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter for the latest videos and updates.
Hey Sainsbury's, do you have any super simple suggestions for suhoor?
Sure, we've got plenty of ideas to help you through the fast. Overnight oats are both fast and flavoursome. Or get cracking before the crack of dawn with some delicious free-range eggs. And make iftar even tastier with the many halal meats on offer. So that's iftar and suhoor sorted.
Need some quick ideas for suhoor and iftar? Ask Sainsbury's. Ramadan Mubarak. Sainsbury's. Good food for all of us.
Subject to availability while stocks last, selected stores only.
Nikah, talaq, counselling on matrimonial disputes, Islamic wills, Islamic law of inheritance, or an Islamic verdict on any other issue. The Muslim Sharia Council is at your service. We provide official certification and our experienced and highly qualified imams are available to provide you with guidance when needed. MQI London is based at 292 to 296 Romford Road, Forest Gate. We are open from Monday to Friday 2 to 4 p.m. or alternatively call us now on 0208 257 1786.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
Hey Sainsbury's, got any treats for Eid?
Yeah, we've got the sweetest range of products for Eid. Literally, from Rubicon to Halal Haribo to crispy handmade baklava. Then, of course, the Ras Malai, a perfect sweet addition to any Eid table. And is it really a celebration without the celebrations?
Looking for a range of Eid treats at great value? Ask Sainsbury's. Eid Mubarak. Sainsbury's. Good food for all of us.
Subject to availability while stocks last, selected stores only.
Revive FM.
94.0. On the radio.
On your mobile.
And online. This is
Revive FM
94.0 with the latest news from around the world. This is Revive FM 94.0.
Reviving communities.
The views expressed on this program do not necessarily represent those of Revive FM or its management.
Welcome back to Revive FM 94.0. Thank you guys for tuning in. And those of you that are listening, I would encourage you to forward this link. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and TuneIn. Please do forward to your friends and family. We have a very interesting lineup here today. We have an interesting show. And I've really enjoyed the conversations that I've had with the sisters. And they've introduced their project that they're currently doing, Naizah. And I want to hear a little bit more about the journey that you have had up until this point. I'm sure you guys have faced some difficulties, some problems, some places where you've maybe had help as well. So I want to hear a little bit about that. And if you want to highlight any role models that you've based this movement on, or you've taken inspiration from, that can be someone from your personal life, it can be from the business world as well. So I just want to hear a little bit about that.
Okay, I would definitely say, I'll start with role models. My role model would definitely be my mum and my dad as well. My parents, I feel like since I was really young, have influenced me to they've always taught me to, if I want to do something, go do it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They were even if it's more creative, because a lot of people, they're they wouldn't really go out for their creative goals and stuff. My parents have always been go do it. If you want to do it, turn your hobbies into a passion. Then turn your passions into an income. You can can do it. And my mum as well, she's like a businesswoman. Like
Yes.
she's very, very business minded. She's taught me majority of what I know. Like if I have any advice, I need any help, I'm like, Mum, like what can we do here? We were making our candles as well, and we were like, Mum, we need to like, well,
she had the ideas and
exactly. She was like, guys, do this better. You guys can do that. It was so good. It was so helpful as well. So she's my like number one role model.
No, I can imagine to have that in-house as well.
Yes.
To have access to someone who has those insights, and also to have someone who pushes you as well. I think sometimes you need that. Sometimes sisters, they need that little extra push to get to that place that you want to be. So no, it's really great that you have someone there that you're able to take inspiration from, someone who's there to give critical feedback as well, that'll help you along the way. Because when you need to, when you're running these kind of ventures, you need to have the ability to take on this feedback as well. So it's not just having that, but also taking it on to improve your product, improve your No, of course it's never. It's constantly developing.
Exactly.
No, that's great to hear.
I think for me, my mom and dad, of course, they were the one. As you said, like there's like you need someone to push. It's not always like someone like gives you, but it's like supports you. Do it. Yeah, you're lucky that you have your mom and dad here. I have them back home, but when I told them about that, I'm going to start something with my friend. My dad was like, do it. Because he's a businessman. But my mom is a housewife. But I will say that if you put her in any business, political, anything, she'd just ace it. Everyone. So she was the one more like, do it. You are girl. You need to do it more now because women are everything. In this at this point of the world, you're here hosting us. We're here talking. So I think And the first go, nothing's perfect. We also made our candles and many things, but we're also experimenting it now because we think there are some problems that we need to fix it, and then we launch it again. There's no point like keeping the failure. We can learn something from failure.
Of course. And I think it's better to try and to fail, but from that you learn. If you don't try something, you won't know. So I'll give like an example. There was recently an event that we held, and maybe I'd say it wasn't, the idea that I had, the outcome, they didn't align. But for myself, I was so happy I did that event, because from that I can analyze now, having done it, what went wrong, what was good, what can be improved upon. And you just cannot do that if you don't take that risk. And I feel like as girls, we don't have that innate, ability within us to just go out there and do it. You hear it, I'm sure, you guys were in university, you hear the brothers, their aims, their goals are sky high, and whether they achieve it or not, that's another thing. But you need to have that there initially for you to go forwards and grab it. So I think we should definitely push the sisters that are around us, that look up to us, maybe to go out there, go get your girls. And that's why I wanted you guys on this. It's great to hear that there are young sisters from this community that maybe aren't represented as well, that I hear, and I want to promote you guys as well. And I want you to tell people what exactly you're doing, and I want to hear more as well. So Sister Merve, if you want to add some insights into this.
So like from the outside, when you see like big projects, big businesses, you're always like, oh my God, how did they get so successful? That's like really cool. And then it just like motivates you, like when you see loads of it around you, like when I, just on social media, you see really cool things, how they're promoting things, and you're like, wow, I really like, it would be really cool to do this myself. But then when you get into it, no one really like shows you like what goes wrong, like also like the motivation in it and things like that. So when we first got into it, obviously everyone was really motivated, and the important thing is just to like keep that motivation. Otherwise, like it's really hard to get on with things. And obviously, you need to stick to your role. You need to really get on with it. Like discipline is really, really important. And also like for the role models, I think it's my parents as well. Like they're not really, they're like, they don't really know what's going on, but they just like, they're there to support me. And it's just like, it's really, really nice to see, support around you. Also, I feel like my role models are also my, friends, like, Khadijah, Ishrat, Meshi. You're all really, you're really like massive role models for me, because,
That's so nice to hear. Oh my God.
No, honestly, like, I just like, you're all really talented, and it's just like, I love having like people like that around me. It's just, I don't know, it really motivates me to do better as well.
Honestly, you're literally so talented yourself. Like you send me photos and stuff, and we literally look at it and go, "Wow, she did that."
Of course,
like
her looks and her work, everything is beautiful.
Exactly.
No, but No, that's really beautiful. It's nice to hear that everyone's appreciated within the group as well. And I believe Sister Merve is a little younger, so for her to look up to you guys, I think that's great as well. You know, she's not just here to participate; she's here to learn, to develop. And you know, just because you're younger doesn't mean that we can't learn from those that are younger as well. I'm sure. You know, it is quite wholesome. You'll definitely benefit from this relationship. From Merve, you learn from Khadijah, from Ishrat, from the other sister as well. So no, that's great. And I think it's also really beautiful that everyone's mentioned their parents as role models for them. And even if maybe they don't have that business acumen, they maybe don't come from that background, they're able to provide support as well. I think it's very, very nice to have that backing. You know, when you have that conversation, it won't be anything negative. Even if they may not be able to contribute much, but they'll be able to provide that love, that support that you need to push further, because it's a lot more difficult doing things when there's those kind of struggles, there's that negativity, you know, why are you doing this, what's going on, you know. I believe, like, for us, this generation, we don't face that, but if we look at our parents' generation, they faced a lot of those problems, and maybe some of that is still bleeding down a little bit into our generation, but where we're kind of pushed to do certain things, go in certain avenues. So no, it's really wholesome, I think, to hear that your parents are all quite supportive. Sister Merve, did you want to add anything to that?
I wanted to say, like, my parents, obviously they're not business, like they don't know much about business, and like I just feel like their support means like a lot when they don't know what's going on as well, because like my mum, she's very like passionate with everything she does, and it's just like it's so nice seeing someone like so passionate about everything. Do you get what I mean? Like when I like see it, I'm like, oh, like I wish I had the same amount of passion. It just like pushes me to like, you know, do better as well. And it's just like having people like that around you really helps you, you know, get on with things. And it just like, even like if it starts like a bit hard, you just know it's gonna be like get better and
get better. No, and I think there's I agree. And there's beauty in the struggle as well. You don't want things to be too easy. And no, it's the success that you get after some difficulty is just so different than if you just get something handed to you on a plate, on a platter. So that's really great to hear that you guys come from such supportive backgrounds. But I want to hear a little bit more about that struggle. I'm sure it's not been easy to get to the stage that you are today, and I'm sure there's difficulties that you're facing, multiple difficulties that you're facing. So I just want to hear a little bit about that, any that you faced when initially setting up, any that you're currently facing, and if you can give some advice to the younger generation that may be listening, that want to take inspiration from you guys that have set up this project, this business. So if you want to just mention some.
Well, for me, I think the time is the main thing.
Time management.
The time management,
yes.
I would say, like, if you have something in mind, make a specific time for it, which I have also, like, I commit to the Naizah project whenever I get time, but it should be a specific time for Naizah. We also plan it, but I mess up most of the time. But my advice would be, like, if you want to start something, do your time management perfectly. Otherwise, you cannot commit with anything. I have my assessments due. I'm doing work right now. I'm doing Naizah, so which is kind of hectic. But yeah, and also the traveling. You know, Khadijah and me, we don't live that far, but it's also like 40-ish minutes, right? So when we invested in the candles, it was from scratch. I made few, and then I took everything to her place with that trolley, the mom trolley, you know, everyone uses in here. But it was not like enough. We had 2 more bags. She took something before she came to my place at night to take it. So yeah, the traveling also is a thing. If we had like one place,
a base, an office or something. Yes,
she has plans for it though.
Inshallah.
Of course she does.
Definitely want something.
Yeah, you can hear it from her.
She's got a warehouse in the works. Forget her. Just to show.
Tell them.
Yeah, we definitely want to have a studio, inshallah. Like, candles are mainly like a fundraising item. We want to make money through that so we can invest in our other projects and stuff. And then inshallah we'll build up and have our own studio, and then we can like put more time into everything, inshallah. But I'll name like another difficulty we faced as well, and I think this was probably one of our major turning points. Was originally we did have like more members as well, but so they were like international members, so they did have the plans to like come into London. So we had like the plan, like, so we'll start off, they'll come to London, we'll kind of do it like that. But unfortunately, like, we got news that they both weren't able to make it into London. So they kind of just had to leave the project because it's harder for them to kind of, and they had like other commitments as well. So it was like a bit of a thing. But so after they left, it was just like us four left, and we were very like, it's a bit quiet, you know. It was like we were literally like, this group is a bit quiet now. But from there, it did feel at the time that everything was falling apart. It was a bit like, oh no, like how are we going to do this now? Because you know, when you're a team, everyone gives their own thing. Everyone everyone has their role and stuff. And without them, we were a bit like, we've got to continue with it. Like we were like, no, we still want to do this. Like 100%, everyone's still on board. Yes, let's go for it. Let's do it.
Exactly. We're doing it.
No, and that definitely in the world of business, you have to be a little cutthroat as well.
Exactly.
You have to, even if, for example, your friends who have joined together in a venture, you have to realize that what's better for the business.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, if something isn't quite working, even though they're your friends, they're your colleagues, you've got to know them, you love them, you know, they provide value as well. If it's just not working, it's not working. And we see that even in like family businesses, for example, people that have set up these businesses, they've been keep up, but they're just not able to take it to that level that you want. They're not able to scale up. And unfortunately, you then have to kind of bring in new people. You have to, it's difficult rearranging that. That's part of the job as well.
Exactly.
Especially like for like, I tend to be the one to talk to people every once. I had to give them like the harsh news and like, you know what I mean? I'm always having to do that. And I feel like that's one of the difficult parts in itself, because they're like my friends, you know. I don't want to break their heart, but it's like at the beginning I was very like not nervous to do it, but I was very like
hesitant. But it's business. You have to know the cold hard facts.
And it's like, but luckily we're all still friends, which is really, really good to hear. They're supportive of us. It's like,
and maybe inshallah there'll be an opportunity in the future. If you guys scale up, you get to that level, you can always incorporate them back in. So it's never, you know, no, or you know, the doors closed. No.
No. I always keep telling her that I don't know if I can stay my whole life in London if the London government lets me stay. I want to stay, of course, but I always keep telling her I started this. Even if I leave, I'm gonna invest the money. Even if I'm not here, because I don't want to leave. Because we started something, it gave me so much empowerment inside. Like this is mine.
Yes,
I'm doing it.
Yes,
it's coming within me. So you can say that I'm empowered for Naizah. With Naizah,
No, that's great to hear. That's great to hear.
Thank you to you.
Love you.
I said love you.
I said love you too.
Okay.
Okay. Sister Mary, if you want to just talk about some of the hardships that you faced, I believe you're a little bit out as well. You're basically upon Avon. So
yeah, exactly. So for me personally, because I'm so far away, it feels like more difficult to like kind of feel involved. So like when like they're out here doing like stuff together, it just feels like, you know, oh, I should be there also.
Yes.
And like, you know, it's obviously harder to do it from like really far away, not being there physically. And obviously because I'm only like 17 right now, I can't really kind of, you know, travel as much as I want, you know, though my parents wouldn't always let me, and like because it's quite far as well just for me. So it's just that struggle. But then like as long as like I'm putting in the work, like from what I can do right now, whether it's like graphic design or giving ideas, or like, you know, filming a few videos myself, it's just, you know, that's just like the most I can do right now. But it's just like adding to it, and I just feel like in the future when I can travel, I feel like I can, you know, add more into the group. And it's just, you know, it feels difficult at first, but you get used to it, and it, as long as like it works, and it just, yeah, it's like we made it work, so it's going really great so far.
I also do want to point out that Merve, like, she may not feel as involved, but I do feel like she puts in a lot of work.
Yes.
Like out of everyone, she puts in a good amount. Like every meeting, she's there, like right on time. And then it's like last minute changes, like our cartoon characters you see on Naizah, like that's literally her.
Oh, is that Merve?
That was Merve. Like I'm telling you, she's so good.
And I gave that picture, like the four of us, to my parents, and they were like, "Which one is me?" And then Mom was like, "This is you, of course. It's so like evident. It's you. It's accurate." Yeah, it literally looked like me. She's amazing.
No, I've seen that graphic design. Mashallah, that's amazing. Merve, and to hear at 17, she's doing something like that. That's really great.
You know, I didn't even see her. I didn't.
Yeah, we haven't met yet in real life.
Yeah, we didn't.
Only I've met everyone.
Yeah.
Only I've met everyone. That's it. We've met Meshi, it's just Merve, and he's a bit out because we have some stuff with the meeting, so we couldn't meet. But inshallah, do plan to go up in June.
In the summer, we can make something work.
100%. Let's use the summer, guys. Let's do it.
No, definitely, it's a great opportunity. You have a long break from university as well during that time.
Exactly.
From school as well, there's a good chunk, so you should definitely utilize that opportunity. And it's quite interesting to hear that there's some members that haven't met, but that just shows the power of nothing is local anymore. The world that we live in, it's online. You can connect with anyone. So that's really great that you've connected with other sisters here in the UK.
That's what we do, just do online meetings, like video calls and stuff like that. That's what keeps
you can get a lot done from that. And
it doesn't feel any different.
No, not at all. And I think COVID has taught us that you can be just as efficient, if not more. You can be more productive in those times where you're not actually in an office building, you're not in the same area together. It's just how you make use of that time. So it's great to hear that you guys are able to utilize that to your strength. And it's not a weakness, it's not a problem that you're not in one location. But definitely not having a base, not having an office, that I can see as being inshallah, yeah.
So our biggest bucket list goals,
that's the one.
No, I actually want to move on to the plans for the future. So inshallah, you guys are looking to produce more content, you're looking to make some noise in this space. You want to show people who you are, what you're doing, what you're capable of doing. So I want to hear a little bit more about that. So you have this chunk now of summer, it's post Ramadan, post Eid. What do you guys have going on? I want to hear a little bit more about that, please.
So I feel like this summer as well, we've kind of finishing most of our major assignments and stuff. We want to put in a lot of effort into Naizah. We're gonna inshallah launch our YouTube in June. That's the plan. So let's see, inshallah, that's the plan so far. So summer, we have the whole summer to plan out our future products. We have loads of ideas for our candles as well, which we want to do. We want to post lots more videos, we want to do more content. We want to raise a lot of money, do more fundraising. We have a lot of plans over the summer.
I think I committed my whole May month to Naizah because I will be part-time again. So my exams will be gone. So I'll be do more videos and stuff. And good thing we're studying the same uni.
Yes, exactly. It's
we just finish our classes and we do you want to meet? Do you want to do a video?
Let's talk business.
Of course, and I love hanging around with her because whenever we're together, we eat either pizza or bubble tea.
It's it's a fun time whenever we eat.
No, that's great. That's really beautiful to hear.
And I think we had more ideas rather than candles, or we had hijabs with our own material, our own logo. We had bracelets, friendship bracelets. You've seen here everything. And the main thing that we focus on is being modest and the Islamic mind that we put on. That's
the basis of this movement. That's really beautiful to hear.
That's the base,
It's a good foundation to have, and I like to think that if you have a good foundation, a good base, only good things will come from that as well. When it's based upon maybe not the right intentions, then maybe things can go straight. We're having a lot of feedback from our YouTube live chat as well, so we're not ignoring you. Thank you to everyone who has commented so far. That's really great to see the engagement.
My second mom, she's there. You can see
your second mom.
You can tell her my second mom. She raised me. She taught me everything. She raised me practically. I was my whole. You can see me speaking in English like that. She's the founder of everything. I give her all the credit. I have my mama there. My cousin, everyone, thank you so much.
Mama's uncle, by the way.
What?
Mama's uncle, by the way.
Of course. Did I say mama? Sorry, that's uncle. I'm so sorry.
Oh, okay. I was getting a bit confused there myself.
My sister, my mom, and everyone, my family, thank you so much.
No, that's really beautiful. No need to thank me. We're going to go on another short little break, and inshallah we'll hear a little bit more from the sisters. And so see you guys after the break. Please do stay tuned.
Thinking about selling or letting your home? With Maxwell Estates, you don't need to look any further. Well established with over 15 years of experience, Maxwell Estates are specialists in residential sales and lettings. We manage over 200 properties in and around Northwest London, keeping our landlords and tenants updated with all the latest laws and legislations. Based in Edgware, our experienced specialist negotiators always ensure we maximize the full potential of your property. Call us now on 0208 952 0808 for a free no obligation quotation, or visit our website www.maxwellestates.co.uk for further information. Maxwell Estates, the name you can trust.
Hey, Sainsbury's, got any treats for Eid?
Yeah, we've got the sweetest range of products for Eid. Literally, from Rubicon to Halal Haribo to crispy handmade baklava. Then, of course, the Ras Malai, a perfect sweet addition to any Eid table. And is it really a celebration without the celebrations?
Looking for a range of Eid treats at great value? Ask Sainsbury's. Eid Mubarak. Sainsbury's, good food for all of us.
Subject to availability. While stocks last, selected stores only.
तकरीबन 60 मिलियन प्राइमरी स्कूल जाने वाले बच्चे इस वक्त स्कूल में दाखिल नहीं हैं। मयारी तालीम की फराहमी से पसमानदा बच्चों को गुर्बत के मुसलसल चक्कर से बचने का मुसावी मौका मिल सकता है। इस रमजान आइए आपके ताउन से इस बात को यकीनी बनाएं कि हर बच्चे को मयारी तालीम हासिल करने का मौका मिलेगा। मिनहाज वेलफेयर फाउंडेशन के जरिए बच्चे की तालीम को स्पॉन्सर करें। बस हमारे मकामी दफ्तर 12 कार रोड, नेल्सन, BB9 7JS पर तशरीफ लाएं। हमें 01282 723 455 पर कॉल करें या हमारी वेबसाइट www.minhajwelfare.org पर देखें। ताज़ा तरीन वीडियोस और अपडेट्स के लिए फेसबुक, इंस्टाग्राम और ट्विटर पर जुड़े रहें।
Nikah, talaq, counseling on matrimonial disputes, Islamic wills, Islamic law of inheritance, or an Islamic verdict on any other issue. The Muslim Sharia Council is at your service. We provide official certification, and our experienced and highly qualified imams are available to provide you with guidance when needed. MQI London is based at 292 to 296 Romford Road, Forest Gate. We are open from Monday to Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. or alternatively, call us now on 0208 257 1786.
When you send money to your family for Ramadan, send it with Remitly. Because our great rates and low fees mean that more money makes it to your loved ones. Millions of people trust Remitly to send money to Pakistan, Bangladesh, and many more countries worldwide. Ramadan Kareem from Remitly, wishing you a peaceful time. Download the Remitly app. Remitly UK Limited is authorized and regulated by the FCA.
Hey, Sainsbury's, do you have any super simple suggestions for suhoor?
Sure, we've got plenty of ideas to help you through the fast. Overnight oats are both fast and flavoursome. Or get cracking before the crack of dawn with some delicious free-range eggs. And make iftar even tastier with the many halal meats on offer. So that's iftar and suhoor sorted.
Need some quick ideas for suhoor and iftar? Ask Sainsbury's. Ramadan Mubarak. Sainsbury's, good food for all of us.
Subject to availability while stocks last, selected stores only.
Revive FM.
94.0. On the radio.
On your mobile.
And online.
Assalamu alaikum. Hello. Welcome back to Revive FM. You are listening to Unscripted with Ayman Anwar. We have the founders of Naizah Official here in the studio with us. We've had some interesting conversations. We've heard a little bit about their journey, what they do. And I have a question that's just been bothering me ever since we started. I want to hear, where did you get the word Naizah from? What's the inspiration behind that? Does it mean something? What's the concept? What's the idea behind that?
I think Merve.
Yes, we should ask the right person. Yes.
Okay, so it took us so long to come up with a name. We were brainstorming for so long. And then I just thought if I could go on Google, look at the word friend, and there was a list of so many different languages, what friend meant in their language. And I found the word nice. I can't quite remember what language it was. I feel like it was
Mongolian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was really random, but it's
Anyone here speak Mongolian?
No, unfortunately not.
Should we learn?
Yeah. Why not? It's in our name.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Add it on.
So that just meant friend, and then Nora, the word Nora, it was light, and then we just thought it was really feminine, pure, so we just merged them together, so it made Naizah. So it just kind of has it doesn't really have a meaning on its own, but it's just together, it just kind of makes its own meaning, friendship,
Yeah. I think that's really great because it kind of embodies the Naizah as well. It's people from different backgrounds coming together, different languages, all kind of like amalgamation, and that is represented in the name as well.
Yeah.
No, we had two names beforehand as well. Like we had Finally Pretty, which was our original, like it was our not our name, but it was like our starting point. And then we had Amity, and Amity was the name we all fell in love with.
Yeah, I like
totally
that.
Amity, amity, friendship, unity, and everything. Yeah.
Both of those had different meanings. So Finally Pretty was like more of a you're finally pretty because you're confident in yourself, rather than like the physicality behind it.
Yeah.
Amity meant friendship in like. It meant friendship and something else.
Unity.
It meant friendship, unity. It meant everything.
Why didn't you go with that name?
It's taken.
It's taken.
Yeah.
I was just going to ask, and Naizah is probably good in terms of marketing. There's probably not much there in the market for that. And you definitely have to think about that when you're starting up a business. You want to be a little different, but the market is just so saturated. Anything that you go into, there's someone's done that, they're currently doing it, they've done it, and they fell out of it.
Exactly.
No, so that's
Amity was so overused.
And we took our name, like we literally want to like register Naizah.
Oh, mashallah, so it's a registered company here.
I mean, not yet. Yeah.
Like,
yeah, not
okay,
yet.
that's
Inshallah, yeah.
Inshallah.
Yeah.
No, that's really good. We have a comment here from some of our viewers. They've asked, so how would a woman start a business who they currently have no experience? So if you guys want to provide some input, some value there.
Yeah, I would say like with business, you don't really need experience. Like it's not one of those fields where you need tons of experience behind it. If you have an idea,
says the one studying business management.
Well, yeah, but a lot of as someone who's
at the right point, explain.
Yeah, as someone who studies business, I can tell you a lot of what you find is online. Like a lot of what you find. So. And you can always talk to like people and hire outsiders as well. But if you have an idea, you know what you want to do, then
you're passionate, you have the time.
Exactly.
You can always outsource a lot of things.
Literally, you can. And with a lot of it as well, if you just set aside like a few hours per day or maybe a few hours per week, you can do it.
Exactly.
It might be hard at first, but if you really want to do it, you can make time for it and you can go for it.
You can go as your career. Like, as I would say, why she's studying business, I would clear that because, like we don't need experience in doing business, but we need the experience and education for how to do it.
Yes.
Like we don't need stuffs. We can buy it anything with investing. Yeah. But we need a flow. We need some management. We need an idea. For that, you do need some education. Yes. I think that is more important.
You do.
So that's why I think you're great.
No, of course she's great. And to have someone who has the theoretical side of it, she'll back up her points. You'll have experience, you'll have case studies where you can say, no, look, it's been done this way before. Let's go this way as well. Let's learn from this. And I think if you have a look at some of the successful, entrepreneurs, the business personalities, they are those who have started very young and they have no business education. It was, if you hear their stories, I was 13-year-old, I went to the East End of London.
Just did it.
And just did it. I think, Sir Alan Sugar, his story is quite inspirational as well, where he started to where he is. And you learn so much along the way. I think we don't value that enough, just going out there and doing it.
Exactly. A lot of it is trial and error. Like once you start, you might not be like, we didn't know how to do a lot of things. We were just discovering it as we go.
We're figuring it out. Yeah. We're just learning everything every day.
Like you're like, oh, this is not right. We'll just like for our candles, like we had a batch that didn't smell the way we wanted them to smell.
Yeah.
So we just,
we cannot like go and burn every other candle and be like, is it smelling? So rather than that, we were like thinking of ideas how to make it. And then we knew we were melting our wax more with the scented, the oils.
So you actually make them completely yourselves?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
How many times do we have to boil hot water?
Yes, honestly. It's fun, but it's like a little process.
Did I say it right?
Yes.
Water? Okay.
Water.
Yes, okay.
Absolutely fine. That's great. Yeah. So if you guys just want to remind our viewers, our listeners, what Naizah is about, if they want to get involved, if they can support this enterprise as well, if you just want to speak to that a little bit.
So Naizah, right, we're just like a group and we have no creative cap on what we do, but essentially we have like TikTok and YouTube and we're mainly on those two. So if you give those a follow and subscribe to us, that'll be super helpful.
Okay.
We're also quite like interactive with everyone. Like we want to take in everyone's ideas. If we have something that you want to see, do like message us, DM us. We're actively talk. We always ask people, what do you want to see us do? What kind of products do you want? And we will like, try to make it work.
Yeah.
No, that's amazing. That's great to hear. And we have a sister here, Sister Uzma, who is a very successful businesswoman in her own right. She's just provided some insight as well. Taking start from a franchise can be great as well. Very useful. Why are you here to start from scratch? You can extrapolate from the existing structure, and you can, because they already know what works, what doesn't work.
Exactly.
You can
And
depend
that's
upon
a
them
lot.
as
Yeah,
well.
of course, yeah.
So that's really great advice from Sister Uzma as well, and it's great to hear that we have a lot of business women listening in as well. They're providing their insight. So no, that's really good. That's great. So, and just touching on that, I think it's very important that we empower the upcoming generation as well. So through this, I'm sure, I've no doubt that other sisters will be inspired to take on their side projects, other activities that they want to do. Any kind of like last words of advice for anyone who's kind of hesitant, they're not sure, they're 50-50, they maybe don't have the support that you sisters have had. What last advice would you give to these guys?
I would say go for it. One of the biggest things I think we struggled with as a group was our perfectionism side. We were like, because after everything happened, we were very like, let's do this. We still want to do it, but we were very like extra, like, oh, we want this to be perfect. We want to do this. Like we filmed so many videos, but we didn't post any. We were like, they're not there. We just
exactly.
You know? So I just say, but the thing is, one lesson we've learned is it's never going to be perfect. Like you can try as much as you want. You just have to start somewhere, even if it's like the worst thing ever. My video is cringy thing.
Someone might connect with that.
Exactly.
You think it's so poor, not that your quality that you want. Someone else might they might speak to them.
Exactly. Like there's lots of people that say like, oh, I hate what I did when I was younger, like big celebrities and stuff. But you look at it and you're like, oh, but that inspired me.
That's kind of awesome.
Exactly. Like that was so good. So I guess that's my biggest like tip thing.
We did like so many videos and we thought like this one, it's not the good shot and stuff like that, but we posted our recent video of two friends in the library.
Oh yes,
it literally had like more than 1K, like 2-3 days.
Wow.
Right, it's like that worked.
That was a good video.
We still have many videos like already shot, but we're still working on it and we're fixing our time and etc. So I would also say just go for it. Even if you have nothing, just go for it. You will figure it out somehow.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, that's great to hear. I look forward to seeing some of these videos as well, to upcoming content. I'm really excited. And Sister Merve, if you want to provide some insights and advice as well.
Yeah, so I do want to say, like, something really important to have is confidence. Like, you have to be really confident. So, just don't think about what people around you are saying, because I used to always worry about that, like if I did this would people think, like make fun of me, like I'm gonna fail and things like that, and it would just hold me back from trying to reach out to other people to support my idea. So I just just push my ideas back, just give up. But like you just have to sort of overcome that and just think the bigger picture. So when you're kind of living your life, they're not going to be there anymore, they're not going to be all around you.
Exactly. So true.
So you just have to focus on yourself and just focus on your own success. Like don't think about what anyone else is saying, and if you have that big of a passion, just go for it, because the passion is all that matters at the end of the day, and just get on with it, really.
Exactly. That's our biggest tip. Just go for it.
Go for it.
Right. Yeah.
Just go for it.
That is kind of the theme, I guess, from this.
T-shirt. Go for it.
Naizah official. No, I think that's some very beautiful advice there from a very young sister as well. She's reminding us that just go out there and do it. Be confident in what you do, and inshallah everything will fall into place. No, it's been really wonderful speaking with the sisters from Naizah Official today.
So lovely.
Thank you.
We hope you've enjoyed coming onto the show as well.
Definitely been so lovely talking to you too. You're a great host.
No, that's absolutely fine. And inshallah, I'd love to have yourselves on maybe later on when you have some exciting upcoming projects as well.
Yes, the third.
We have the chair ready for
inshallah.
Inshallah. No, that's great. I also just want to thank Revive FM 94.0 for giving us this opportunity. It's a local community radio station. It's for the local community, and it's great to have some local sisters as well describing their talents, their enterprise, their opportunities. Thank you so much for listening. This was Revive FM 94.0. Jazakallah. Assalamu alaikum.
पानी के
Thinking
बगैर
of selling or
जिंदगी का
letting your
तसव्वुर